Guys, I thought I should film a kind of recap video of 2014, and there's no better way to recap 2014 than to talk about my most abused product of 2014. I got the idea for this video from Rachel Whitehurst. Every year she does one of these and I love it. It's the perfect way to end the old year and kick off the new year. So I just thought I would round up a few products and tell you guys, you know, how much I've been using them, why I love them, stuff like that. Okay, so I guess first I will talk about this eyeliner from Urban Decay because it's basically a stub now. Yeah, this is what ended up happening. It's the black Zero pencil from Urban Decay, and who doesn't need a black pencil liner? And obviously I have needed it over the last year, and that is why it's so tiny now. It's awesome, very smudge resistant, very black. Of course now they have like Perversion or whatever that is, which is even blacker. So, but at the time when I got this, it was the blackest they had and it was amazing, and still kind of is. I just don't really use lower black liner much, especially in the winter. I just tend not to do it. I usually use lighter brown now because I haven't been getting any sleep, so I have really bad dark circles, and using a black liner on the bottom kind of just accentuates that, so that's why I haven't been using it a lot lately. Speaking of dark circles, I have my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. This was a product I got very, very late into this year. I got it probably around October, but the dent I've made in it is so real. I use this every single time I apply makeup because it's phenomenal. Like, you can use it anywhere. A lot of concealers are strictly under eye concealers or strictly blemish covering concealers, but this thing does both. It's very creamy, but it doesn't slide off your face or smudge. I feel like it's creamy, you can blend it, and then when it sets, it really does set, and it doesn't move around or fade throughout the day, and I really love that. It's perfect. And then, of course, for my lazy days this year, the Maybelline Color Tattoos. I have really used a ton of the color Barely Branded, which is the champagne gold, and then the Bad to the Bronze, which is a darker bronze color. Definitely hit pan on both of these. Use them all the time, especially for bases under eyeshadows that aren't very pigmented. It does a great job with that, and it also just gives the eyeshadow something more to adhere to, so it tends to work better that way. So I have two face products to show you, and then the rest are eyeshadow palettes because your girl loves eyeshadow palettes. The blush I've really been going to this past year is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Doll Face blush, and I got this for like my 16th birthday, I think. But yeah, usually it has a pattern in it, but I've used it so much that the pattern's pretty much gone. This thing's amazing. It's the perfect pink color for my skin, and it blends really nicely. You can build up the pigmentation a ton, but obviously you don't need it to be like super like clown makeup, so it's really good to sheer out as well. It's really easy and blendable, and it's the best blush to work with. And then as a highlighter, I use this today. I use it pretty much every time I wear highlighter because, I mean, sometimes you just want to go out and, you know, slap on some mascara and lipstick and maybe a little bit of foundation, put your eyebrows on, and then go. But when I'm feeling fancy and I decide to use highlighter, this is usually the one I choose, and it is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in pink. Also, it doubles as eyeshadow. I've used it as eyeshadow before, and it's not the most pigmented thing, but it definitely gets the job done if you have to bring a minimal amount of products or if you're on the go. Okay, now time for my eyeshadow palettes. First palette is one of the first palettes I've ever received, and it's the original Naked palette. This thing was the OG. When I first started watching YouTube a few years ago, this was all the rage, and I fell in love with it, got it, recreated like every single tutorial on the internet for this. I love it so much. As you can see, I hit pan on 3 of the shadows. This palette is exceptional over the summer. The colors are just so nice and easy to work with, and they can make the most effortless but prettiest looks, and I love it so much. I usually do, however, end up using it more in the summertime because they are more warm shades. Sticking with the Naked palette family, I did not really love the Naked 2 palette. It's cooler colors, not really complementing my skin tone and my hair color and all that stuff, so I don't tend to use cool colors as much, so that was kind of a flop for me. But the Naked 3 is great, especially for someone with green eyes, because these are all rosy toned, pink toned shadows for sure. And a lot of them are very shimmery, which your girl loves her shimmer. And there's two new matte shades that I love, the Limit and Nooner shades, that are just rosy mauve crease colors that I just love using to blend out. But yeah, these rosy tones really complement the green in my eyes, and you know, my eyes can be greener. I want them to be greener, like why not? So yeah, it's really something that just complements me really well. Definitely one of my most used eyeshadow palettes of 2014, and I recently did a winter makeup routine video with that a few weeks ago, a month ago, somewhere around that. So if you want to go check that out, it'll be on my channel. So also for my 16th birthday, I got this Cargo Vintage Escape palette. It is so awesome. It has some really cool neutrals and some really cool, still neutral colors, but colors you wouldn't expect to find in a, like the Naked palette or something like that. Because we have a sort of blue shimmery color, a green shimmery color, and a peach crease color. And one thing I like about this is that it has a lot of staple colors, and the staple colors are huge, so I don't have to, like, if I want a shimmery white-ish color, I don't have to use Virgin from the Naked palette all the time. I can switch it up and use this color Crisp. Also, what I love about this palette is it's really easy to use just this palette in a look. Like, you don't have to reach and cross over from other palettes, because there's a good selection of matte colors and a good selection of shimmer. For mattes, they have light nude mattes, they have that peach matte, a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. So definitely have any matte blending colors you could possibly need. And then my last product in this video is my Lorac Pro. I got this for Christmas last year, and it's crazy to think that I've only had it for a year, considering I've hit pan on one of the colors and I'm about to hit pan on another. But the one row of mattes and the one row of shimmers makes this palette insanely easy to use. I will be honest and say that this lower right section right here is very, very infrequently used, because, you know, it has a blue, it has a purple, it has a red, and it's just colors that I'll reach for on a daily basis. But especially the white and cream have been really popular for brow bone colors. The champagne I just completely used up, and it's majorly hit pan on now. Mauve, like Rachel Whitehurst, is my favorite eyeshadow, I think. It's just great, it's really blendable, and it really works well with any look you could possibly use it with. So it's great. And again, just like the Cargo palette, there's like 3 different kinds of matte browns, like all the mattes you could possibly need. So definitely loving this. Pretty sure everyone would love this. This is something that you can't really go wrong with. So yeah, definitely think about getting that if you haven't already, because if I had to take one eyeshadow palette with me somewhere, it would definitely be the Lorac Pro. All-time favorite makeup product, I can say pretty much without a doubt. So yeah, love this. Definitely abused this year. Yeah, those are my most abused products of 2014. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what products you've been using a lot of in this year, and let me know what products you're going to be using into the new year. So that's it for me. I will see you guys next time.